That's right. We got the Italian commentators and we got the Italian player. So obviously regional bias is going to win out here.
Just a
sorry, sorry about that.
Yeah. What can we do?
What can we do? Well, we got GrlyTeenQueen stepping up to the plate, and it's PS2 to start it off. We got, as you mentioned, the two ladies fighting it out, and I cannot believe he actually got that tag approved.
I know. This is well, just don't draw attention to it. So we're already seeing exactly what
I already did that, dude.
So we're already seeing exactly what GTQ is going to try to do. Just play defensively, go at a distance, and try to disjoint this Luma. The problem is Cajun Lady incredibly patient. They're going to go ahead and hold down this neutral in a way where we can crouch, we can use these projectiles off of Luma, and dare GrlyTeenQueen to take the correct line to approach.
Ooh, okay. Always got to be careful when you are fighting Rosalina Luma, because you know that Luma just like trails off stage. If Rosalina calls him back, he's all of a sudden on a warp path, bringing himself right between you and the ledge, and that could be a formidable roadblock to your path beyond this set.
Trying to go ahead and use that crouch yet again. The low profile, these aerials not working, but does get the grab into the up air yet again. Not going to challenge it this time. Just allowing GrlyTeenQueen to land aggressively with these aerials and get the grab. Punishes, misses the Luma shot. I think that's got to be a tech flop right there, because you know Cajun Lady was reading that option.
Yeah, definitely. Knew what was coming out, but unfortunately unable to execute the right option. We see a quick pop in. Knowing that downward ABK is a really good approach tool for GrlyTeenQueen, we're going to punish that wholesale, get a good grab.
Yet again, back to the patient set play from Cajun Lady with this Luma. We've got the jab piecing. Which way are you going to go, nerd? Flip a coin. I got to go.
Doesn't even matter, because at this point you are off stage, you're taking enough damage, and you're a light character in Bayonetta. Sayonara, get her right back off there and let Luma do the work now.
And look at that trickery right there. I love that GrlyTeenQueen just said, oh, I see that you're trying to set something up. I want none of this nonsense. Take to the skies. Get me away from this demon that is Luma.
And you have the ability to disengage, but usually it requires a few resources, so has to keep a close eye on that. For both players do, really, because now Cajun Lady has got to figure out, how do I force those resources out of you and then get my big punishes?
In addition, these Bayo up B combos may very well find themselves a little bit slowed down here, because that Luma actually extends the hitboxes and lengthens the animation. So it feels as though GrlyTeenQueen has not been able to get so much out of these strings that we usually see going for 60 to 80 damage.
Yeah, but when Luma is away from Cajun Lady, that's when GrlyTeenQueen recognizes it's the green light. You got to go in and try to take a little bit more for your money. Unfortunately, when you get too close, then that up smash comes out. Cajun Lady has a great burst option in that.
Up tilt, not going to connect, unable to drop to the platform. In addition, Bayonetta really struggling to open up Cajun Lady. Cajun has been sitting underneath these platforms, and it just feels so difficult. We got the dab kick, finally able to disjoint that Luma setup play, and gets rid of the Luma, and unable to recover ever so slightly off of the angle in the update.
Okay, so looking like we are even, but is it even? Because every time GrlyTeenQueen gets an advantage state, it's good. We get a little bit of good damage. But Cajun Lady, he's been piecemealing this entire game, and so far, it has been enough to keep a gentle lead going.
Yeah, we are like 2 minutes into this match just about, and it really feels like one stock, that's all we're going to get. The patient. Yeah, we got those Nair confirms.
All the way from up
I
there,
know,
like
right?
that hitbox reaches so far vertically.
Got that Bayo matchup knowledge with Rosa Luma?
Yeah, I mean, we do have a few Bayonettas in our region, and I know the Cajun Lady has some experience in Tri-State, so maybe we are ready for this one.
Gets the up air right there off of Luma, and just, it's so difficult to land on that character.
Okay, and then the patient play where you're just going to poke the shield safely enough that you evade and almost don't get punished at all.
Up smash not going to connect. Send the Luma again, one more time.
Yeah, do it again.
Go for it. Get him.
Oh, yeah, and here comes the grab. As soon as you get within the space, Cajun Lady ready with the grab to force you back out.
Up smash yet again. It's you stand under the platform, bait out the downward angled side B, and then punish GrlyTeenQueen's aggressive option. Cajun Lady's defense has been so patient and prominent.
Look at Luma panicking, sitting there like, bro, help her! Get out there! What are you doing?
Dash attack not going to connect in that spot, neither is the down tilt, but it's okay. We keep swinging and we keep going with these disjointed vertical hitboxes.
All that pressure on the platform brings it right back in.
Was that a jab reset with Luma?
Jab lock with the Luma. Oh my God, Cajun Lady pulling out all the stops.
Listen, you might got a 9 in your back pocket, but I got shooters in the streets right here. Luma looking after Cajun Lady.
Take one for the team, Luma. You got this.
Send the Luma one more time, trying to get some setup going, but good job disjointing those two. This is where you need to make it work.
Yeah.
Forward air off the side, and that is the vulnerability of this floaty and tall character in Rosa will be easy for GTQ to exploit if we're off stage. If we're off stage.
We're off stage. A nice bounce off that shield, though, when we seem to have the movement to kind of force some of these options out of Cajun Lady. See if you can make it try to poke you and then punish afterwards. These whip punish gameplay is pretty common for GrlyTeenQueen, trying to figure out how to get farther than that, though. We need to see these advantage states come to fruition now more than ever, because if you're a combo character, we got to see it.
I like we're seeing the patience here from GTQ, but I think that Cajun's just going to lock in. Like, we are not running forward. We do finally see a combo, but the side B this time not going to manage to connect. Triumphs for the cheeky down air, and that was a bit unfortunate for GTQ.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the burning of resources, you know? It's like you've got to keep an eye on that kind of stuff. You can stall a little bit off stage, maybe play around with the time a little bit and see if you can get Luma off stage so you can overtake, do something else. But, yeah, there's a limit to how much you can do here.
Yeah, typically you figure that, Bayo's resources off stage are unlimited because this character seems to make it back from everywhere.
Yeah, and can.
But the problem is if you go off stage aggressively rather than saving your resources to recover defensively, you may find yourself in an awkward position, and that is exactly how Cajun Lady takes it away with stock 1.
Yeah, and you just got to be careful because, you know, there's those resources, but they have to be used in a certain order. Otherwise, you kind of get yourself too far away from the ledge at any given moment. The angles don't work. The distance isn't enough. Yeah, you just kind of fall short like that. Cajun Lady going to take whatever he can get, and we're bringing it to potentially Final Destination for Game 2, which would be, yeah, okay. It's the first time we're seeing this all streamed for our block.
I agree with that. I mean, I pointed out a couple times how Cajun Lady was standing underneath the platform and how it felt like GrlyTeenQueen had no options to get that Rosa out of that disadvantageous spot. So now just take away every single platform option and say, I'm going to maximize my advantage rate. Every time I touch you, I'm dealing 70. What do you got?
Yeah, you got to have this... I see now, he's wearing a Godfather shirt.
Yes.
That's hilarious. All right, anyway.
The Godfather shirt, too?
Notable Italian Cajun Lady is now having to defend his Game 1 win on FC of all places, where, yes, this is going to be a much more polarized gameplay, just because the lack of platforms means that Cajun Lady can't just sit under there like he was in that last game. He was using the platforms as a great awning, a shield from the hail of
Wait a minute,
fire.
Nerf. Wait a minute. Up the top, too. The floaty character has no options to get out of that 3-hit forward air. Oftentimes, you'll see fast fallers holding down and surviving right there, but Luma, absolutely no chance.
Truly unfortunate, but doesn't mean the Cajun Lady can't pull this back together. GrlyTeenQueen breaks away, but at 74%. We talked about the lightness of Bayonetta. Luma obviously has insane kill power, but that plus the Bayonetta lightness, plus the fact that we have no platforms, and this could get a little bit more hazy.
Now it's GrlyTeenQueen's time to play defensively in this position. Oh, what a setup! Playing tennis with himself, ain't no wall needed.
Get ping-ponged, and that's all it takes. Sometimes that's 30%, and Cajun Lady, one of those away from potentially getting a smash attack that could end the stock.
In this position, that up smash is creeping forward here, but we are ever so slightly able to survive it. We'll just try again now. One more time.
Oh, but parries and jumps right into it. Unfortunately, Cajun Lady didn't think the GrlyTeenQueen was going to full send that, and they indeed did do that.
Up air, no, actually, the just grab after the Luma is toast. This is something that we haven't seen a lot of success here from GTQ, is disjoining that Luma, because every time that Luma's gone, it feels like Cajun stock disappears immediately thereafter.
That's right. Still going to bounce off that. Luma's still creating some pressure, but not close enough to ledge where it really matters. GrlyTeenQueen just finds that punish. Still off stage now, 154. You got to be able to kill Bayonetta, or else this can get really dirty.
This is the problem with Rosalina, is that eventually you just need that parry up smash. You need to go ahead and have your defensive options linked into your kill confirms.
Oh, yeah. And watch out for the Luma behind you as well. Going for the low recovery. Luma out of play right now, and the last time that happened, Cajun Lady lost the stock soon afterward. GrlyTeenQueen has full coverage now and can do whatever they want.
This is kind of a messed up stage all of a sudden. It feels like GrlyTeenQueen has been all dominant this game. Cajun Lady struggling to get anything more than 1 or 2 hits going because the verticality of this Bayonetta main has been just incredible.
Right, and forcing a floaty character like Rosalina to stay grounded or be in the air, and that's a big risk, is really good 50-50 option. And Cajun Lady is going to lose to a 2-stock, a pretty healthy 2-stock at that. GrlyTeenQueen takes this.
So here's the question, Nerf. Was that the stage or was that the adaptation? Because I did see a few things change in that matchup.
It was both. I hate to say it, it was definitely both, but Cajun Lady, I think bringing platforms back in means the gameplay itself will change again. So I think we're going to go to a place with platforms. It's going to be back to PS2, but I think that does, you know, when you're playing intentionally knowing that there's no platforms, it makes you play a certain type of way. And Cajun Lady didn't like, obviously, that he was kind of forced and pigeonholed into that option. So now we're going to bring it right back home.
Also, after that phenomenal analysis, Nerf, I just need to pause for a minute and consider that I just realized that in Italian Cajun, the food in that house must be amazing.
True.
That is, I got to go ahead and get a slice next time I talk to Cajun Lady.
Get that home cooking. I mean, you got some spice in there, too. That's what I like to see. All right.
All right, back on PS2, so we're going to see something similar to that game one where we can stick under those two platforms, but this is the problem. GrlyTeenQueen already showing me a little bit of an adaptation with a bit of an aggressive start to Game 3.
Absolutely. Looking for the big Luma, big punch as well. Unable to get really too much in terms of the conversion, but that does put a hurt on GrlyTeenQueen. Look at all this, the pressure on the shield and then into the jab. Cajun Lady trying to take every little bit that they can get because they know how valuable a lead is in this matchup.
Neutral air, but not going to get the confirm. Instead, forces the tech into the Luma launch. That shall do solid damage. And yet again, we're seeing Cajun Lady claw this lead back.
And then the run back, knowing that GrlyTeenQueen's going to try to run in with an ABK or maybe a heel slide, which would be really risky. But ready to just run back a quick dash back enough to do some stuff here. But Luma hit the wrong way. And unfortunately, we lose that conversion in the making.
I'd kind of like to see a little bit more effort on GrlyTeenQueen to disjoint the Luma. Like right there, we went for the dash attack for Cajun Lady. I'd want to see the reverse dash attack to get rid of Luma.
Instead, my God, the Waveland up smash, you crazy!
Yeah, that's the thing right there. These Rosa mains keep track of every bit of movement tech they need. This character that doesn't have a ton, so we got to use every little bit.
Has some great attributes to work with on the gravity spectrum, so Cajun Lady going to be able to find an insane Waveland to take that one. And now we keep a gentle lead, but off the top it's going to be a stock one lost. GrlyTeenQueen finds the back end.
Up tilt Bear just feels so consistent on tall characters, Bayo.
I know.
So now back to that patience here from Cajun Lady, though it does feel as though they are perhaps not, if not on the back foot, certainly in a more awkward position. But yeah, Luma got you. Luma got you. Doesn't matter what got you.
And the Halo 2, it feels like that up air was enough to get Cajun Lady out of harm's way so quickly and put some damage back on the board. This is still even.
Up tilt will use a successful anti-air against GTQ. Definitely a powerful tool in the matchup, but I feel like GrlyTeenQueen's, this Bayo is getting a ton more of these up Bs this game.
Yeah, and a lot of them are on the Luma, so we're seeing a more precision takedown of Luma in these last couple of games. You can tell that we want to get rid of that as much as we can, but now it's a beeline for Rosalina. GrlyTeenQueen trying to take some good advantage states, and this might be off the top. Yes, it is.
Yet again, the light Rosa unable to recover from those positions. Now GrlyTeenQueen in the driver's seat for a split second. Cajun Lady yet again under the platform. These platforms are no-fly zones, Nerf. They are not safe.
96%. I don't care what percent you think Bayonetta should have died at. That was a little bit crazy, but the heel slide going to get Luma out of there, up on the platform, maybe out of harm's way, and maybe out of your hair. I don't know. We're going to have to get some more damage here. We can't take too much. We'll have to reset.
The patience, too.
Yes.
Just waiting on the Luma.
Wait.
No way.
Wait. You're dead. He knew.
He knew. You knew. I had no idea what was happening. We got like the single hit up B. That's that Lima tech right there.
He knew. And that's the never give up mentality. Been like, I'm not done. Goes right back out there. Even after the kill screen was like, finish the job.
Finish your plates. Good Lord.
All right, well, it looks like GrlyTeenQueen fans eating today. Nobody is going to leave a speck untouched on that plate.
No. Now, they are sitting there thinking about this, so we're not quite in best of 5 territory, though, so perhaps taking a moment to go over that game plan, because you know what? That is exactly what we love to see at events like this. We have an unusual matchup, unusual game plans, so take a moment, pause, and see what you can learn, because at these events,
to learn, yeah.
This is the perfect spot for it.
This is the best place, because I mean, it's a regional. You have like players who are maybe not like top like LGPR like ranked players, but these are players that that challenge those players, that challenge people like Jackal week after week after week. And you have like really good perspective and knowledge that you can learn from these other players. And it's the willingness to learn, like I mentioned, that I think is it's always good to see, because you need that kind of thing if you want to continue to make it in the scene, especially in an in-game meta like this.
I mean, never be afraid to learn, and never be afraid to think about why heck you got whooped.
Well, this should be no one's going to get whooped in this next one, but this is going to be an interesting one. We've got Apple Reviewer, the Me Brawler, and who is it?
I think we got coming up next is going to be Syrup.
Yeah, Syrup.
So Syrup, we have a little bit of perhaps Steve, perhaps Ness. A lot of the times it feels as though Syrup has been leading that Steve